Hi everyone, it's Brittany and Katie with the Q team in Rochester, New York. Today we're here to talk about what we've been anticipating for a couple years now and what is the
Hot
chitter
topic.
chatter right in the real estate world right now, and that is the rising interest rates.
Yes, so interest rates, we've seen at historical lows for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
They've been anticipating to go up, and obviously, there's been a lot of changes in our world in the last
We've been
few
riding
years.
the low.
And things are starting to increase. We've seen them over the last week or two, rates slowly climbing, and we want to talk about what that means for you if you are a buyer.
Okay, so let's talk about if you had, let's call it like a 3.75 and going to a 4.25, or you did 3 and 4 for our example. But what that means, I'll do a short little synopsis and you can do like an in-depth one.
Sure.
So if we were previously approved for $300,000 at let's say a 3% interest rate, if that bumps up to 4%, our monthly payment will increase. Now, that could just mean that we have to pay more a month, or that could boot us out of being able to qualify for that same house.
Yeah.
So if it's not a matter of the monthly payment increases, we can handle that increase, we're just paying more a month. What that means is we're able to afford less house because it's going to cost more per month for the same house.
Right. Yes. So if our, approval amount was a certain amount per month, and then the interest rate bumps us up to that payment, then, instead of looking at 300, you might be looking at 275, for example. So I calculated out an example just to kind of see how that may impact you with a 1% interest rate. A 1% increase in interest rate. So if you're looking at a 3 to 4%, obviously, it's still a fantastic rate, much better, than the 80s when people were paying 15, 16, 17% interest rates. So not to be scared off by these, but to know how they may impact you.
Because education is important, and don't be afraid, but just know what you're jumping into with us.
So you can plan accordingly.
Yep.
So it was $300,000 purchase price. I estimated taxes at $10,000 to keep it simple. A 5% down payment. The total cash needed to close was very similar. One was $24,990. One was $25,200 and change. The total monthly payment between those two. The first one was $2,200, so $2,200 a month. Second one was $2,359 per month.
For the same house.
For the exact same house, exact same taxes, exact same down payment. So your payment increases by almost $160 a month with no change other than that interest rate. So it just kind of goes to show that an increase in interest rate is going to change, the monthly affordability or what you're looking
all the way around. Yeah. So if you really are budgeting and you don't want to spend more than $2,200 a month, this bump is going to take that $300,000 number and
drop down a little bit.
Drop it down, right? If you know that the houses that you like are $300,000, and you're okay with still spending that, just know that you're going to spend an additional $160 a month.
Yes. And so these interest rates fluctuate. They change all the time for all sorts of economic factors. We just want to keep that in mind, that people are anticipating. The experts are saying that these are going to slowly but surely keep increasing. Will we see them jump to 6%? I'm guessing probably not.
I hope not.
They're probably still going to be very great rates, but to keep that in mind if you're thinking about waiting or, maybe being a little bit less aggressive with some offers early on, is that you may kind of see the impact on the back end if the rates increase.
That's a good point. So if you're in the market now and you're finding yourself obviously up against multiple offers, sometimes 20 or 30, just know that maybe increasing your top dollar and your escalation amount by a fraction could actually end up saving you monthly if you get it now instead of waiting a month or two, or however long it takes for you to be number one out of 8, 17, 22, or 30 offers. I don't know.
You're gonna make me cry. So if you want specific numbers done for what you're looking for, you want help with figuring out that budget, figuring out how the interest rates might impact you, reach out. We have a million mortgage lenders that we trust and can put you in touch with to kind of help guide you through this process to make sure that you're taking advantage of the rates while they're still low.